Hey guys, so this is like my real life meditation space and sometimes yoga space. You can see it's just a bunch of my stuff and a little bit of cleared out area. So you don't have to have like a special spot that you go. Just a place where you can go and not be disturbed for a few minutes is helpful. So that's what this is for me most of the time. So I'm going to guide you through a couple of exercises that I share with my patients in primary care to help with some of the anxiety, depression, and feelings of loneliness that we're all kind of experiencing right now. I want to emphasize again that this is not a substitute for medical care, and I will post in the comments some resources that you can use if you really need immediate help with your mental health. Okay, these things can be helpful, but they're not a cure all for sure. Okay, so first I want to encourage you to find a comfortable seat. And you may, like me, want to sit on like a folded up blanket or towel just to elevate your hips a little bit. You can see I have this rolled up sleeping bag back here. Sometimes I sit against that to just support my back a little bit. You can cross your legs in front of you. You can put them out straight, whatever is most comfortable for you. Um, I don't have the best camera angle, so we're just going to work with what we've got. And you can first rest your palms on your knees. I want you to take a moment and just notice your breath. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, however you would normally breathe. You're not making any modifications here. You're just noticing the breath. The breath is, one of the constant things that we have that's ours from the moment we're born until the moment we die. And, it's unconscious for the most part, but we can also have some control over that. So that's where these techniques are helpful, bringing you back to the breath and then exerting just a little bit of control over the breath and the feeling that it brings you. So just breathe normally here. Feel the quality of the breath. Is it shallow? Is it deep? Is it fast? Is it slow? Breathing in and out. Feel it as it enters your nose. Is it cool? And as you exhale, you can feel the change in the temperature there. So just do this a few more times, just noticing. Now I want you, if it's comfortable for you, to close your eyes. If that's not comfortable, just soften the gaze. Maybe pick a point in front of you that you can gently focus on. So it's not intense staring, it's just kind of letting the eyes drift towards close and just a soft focus on that object. If you're comfortable, close the eyes. Start to deepen the breath here. Move to breathing in and out through the nose. Start to visualize the breath. This is your life force. You can go days without eating, without drinking. You can not go more than a couple of minutes without breathing. So let that breath enter your body, reach all of your tissues, expand your chest, expand your belly. And then as you finish with that inhalation, just allow the breath to flow back out. This is how we fuel ourselves, part of the way that we fuel ourselves. Bringing that oxygen in, exhaling carbon dioxide, which is a waste product to us, but used by other things in our environment. As you know, it's part of our connection to the world. Inhaling and exhaling. As you deepen the breath, inhaling and exhaling through your nose, follow that breath with your mind. You're going to have other thoughts while you do this. You can just let them go. You can watch them pass by, like the breath is a breeze and those thoughts are clouds in the sky. Just watch them pass. As you breathe in, notice where you feel the breath the most. This is different for everyone. It may be different from session to session that you practice this breathing. Feel it come in through your nose, down your throat, expanding your chest, expanding your belly. Feel the belly contract, the chest, the throat, the nose, as the breath flows out. Breathe in, feel where you feel that breath the most. There's no wrong answer to this. And exhale. This is your anchor point. We know that anchors are heavy. We know that they stabilize. When a ship is at sea and it drops its anchor, the anchor doesn't sink the ship. It simply helps to keep it on course. Breathe in, feel that anchor, and exhale. Sink into your seat. Feel yourself supported as you breathe in and out, kept on course by that anchor. That helps you not to drift too far into your head, into your thoughts, helping you to stay in the body, in the present moment. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Feel the chest and belly expand, and then feel the breath flow out. We're in the same ocean. We're all on very different boats, and that's okay. In these times especially, it's important to feel where that anchor is. And sometimes that can help us notice where we are in relation to other people, in relation to other events in our life. But it can also help us stay in the present moment. And that can help relieve some of that anxiety and some of that sadness that we feel. The next time you breathe in, I want you to visualize that spot again. This time is something that you can hold. It may start out palm-sized. I want you to picture that spot growing smaller and smaller until it's about the size of a stone, then smaller until it's about the size of a seed. When we plant seeds, we exercise some faith. We know that we're not going to see results right away. It's an act of hope, a promise of a new beginning. Each time we plant a seed, we learn from our past experiences, what went right or wrong, what we can change, what we want to keep the same. Planting seeds is an act of cooperation with the natural world. And the elements, air, water, light, warmth. If you think about the seed that you're now holding in your hand, cultivated from that place of the anchor breath, as you continue to breathe, what we see on the outside is a hard shell, but inside there is tender but determined new life. Seeds start small. They don't skip any stages. They don't skip sprouting or germination. They don't grow to overnight to a tree from an acorn. Nothing grows all at once. We grow little by little, and the things that we do help support this. I'm going to read you a quote from Mark Stevens on meditation. Meditation is the seed that can always immediately blossom into the 1,000-petal lotus flower of happiness, wellness, and fullness as an awakened human being. While that quote is a little intense, I think it reminds us all that we have that inside of us, that happiness, that wellness, that fullness, and perhaps that seed is just dormant. We don't need to immediately blossom, but we can sprout. It's easier to grow when conditions are perfect. The challenge is to grow when there's difficulty. When I think about this, I think about a dandelion and how they just sprout up everywhere in the springtime, but they sprout through concrete. They survive snowstorms, and they continue to bloom. Like you can. So turn that seed over in your hand. Feel the smoothness if it's outside. Think about that tender sprout inside and how you can foster that every day by just taking a little time, a little breath, a little focus. And picture yourself taking that seed and placing it back in that anchor point of your breath, as if you're planting it there. And as you do that, continue to breathe. Inhale, exhale, feeling that anchor breath and that seed. Knowing that you have the power to sprout and bloom in happiness, fullness, and wellness. And all you need to do is come back to the breath and find that anchor point and watch that seed grow. Take a few more deep breaths here. Bring your awareness back to the room around you. And slowly open your eyes. So that was the anchor breath exercise with a little extra meditation that I've been working on. I don't always have time to share that in its entirety in my office, but I wanted to share it with you. I think the anchor breath can be really helpful. It's something that I recommend practicing probably at least twice a day for 1 to 3 minutes. This was a little bit of an extended session so that we could plant that seed for you. If you have any questions, you can message me. I can also point you in the direction of some great resources. And I hope you found that helpful. And I wish you all wellness, peace, and happiness. We'll get through this.